Hello, hello, friends. How you guys doing? Hey, Sneak. Hey, Dan. Sorry. How are you guys doing? Welcome, welcome, one and all. It's nice and toasty, nice and hot. I'll be damned. It's me. What do you know? How you doing, boss? How's everybody doing tonight? I'm just finishing setting up. That's usually what the starting soon screen's for, but what is the delay before the videos get uploaded to YouTube? The delay is normally, well, sometimes they just kind of just go right up, without any delay, but if it needs to be reviewed by the Pixelogic team, then usually it's like a day or two. And then it's on YouTube. But if you don't want to wait for that, you can always just go back into the videos on Twitch and you can see the entire list of broadcasts that had happened. Hey Frost, how are you? Yeah, it's extremely hot. It's so nasty. So lots of vroom vrooms you're going to hear today, I'm sure. The window's open. You can catch a live stream. Yes, hello! It is live. We are live. Finally the school. Oh, your school game project. You finished that. That's amazing. Yeah, it's crunch time. Well, I mean, good luck with that. And congratulations at the same time, Sneak. Thank you, Coffee. Hey, Fire. Yeah, I'm doing great. All right, so my little spiel before we get started here. Now, let me know if anything is too loud or too quiet. I want to make sure that the mic isn't too close to me. So basically what we do on my segment of this stream is comprised of a whole bunch of different artists from all over the world. This is the Pixelogic channel. This is not my channel. I'm just here as a volunteer. Look at me rhyming like crazy tonight. Oh my god, is she talented or what? No. Yeah, so basically what's going to happen during my segment is I'm going to take a sphere and I just kind of like mash it around into a whole bunch of shapes and I just kind of see where it goes from there. Sometimes it's a win, sometimes it's just like but you know, we just have fun while we're doing it. It's a 4-hour long session. Take a break midway through. So if you have a project that you want to work on, you want like a block of time and somebody to in the background, this is a perfect stream for that. That's exactly what we're doing. So this one on the screen right up here, this is what we did last stream. Not the biggest fan of this one personally, but that's what we did last stream. It'll be something completely different this stream. If you have any questions as I'm doing it, feel free to ask. Yada yada, blah blah blah, get started, stop talking. Yes. So that's exactly what we're gonna do. All right, where's the floor on this one? Just so that we don't... That's something I gotta get better at doing, is just like making sure I know where the floor is, because there's so many times that I just kind of like, I sculpt randomly during these sessions, and then I find out that it's upside down, and I have to flip it around in Keyshot afterwards. I'm like, could have avoided this. All right, so let's do something. Again, we're just gonna start pushing and pulling. See where it goes. And all of these that I do on this stream, typically I do them very messy. So stretched polygons actually ends up helping me out later on, so no fret. We will be Dynameshing, but I like to use the super low res geo initially. Alright, so we're getting some kind of like an interesting shape already. You can probably see that, like I can see it. And I like to make really big movements, really big movements right off the bat, because then we can get something very extreme. And I think that's like one of the best things about working this way, is just getting like some really crazy intense shapes right off the bat. Hey Brett from LA, how you doing? You graduated today. Oh, congratulations. Welcome to the real world. Hopefully the job hunt won't be super brutal for you. Hello from Switzerland. Switzerland. Oh my gosh. For some reason that's so difficult for me to say. Hey Headcase, how are you? Let's make a tree. You can make a tree for sure. You caught this one starting. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, these sessions go on for a good 4 hours, so you're good. Yeah, woof woof in the back, that's Monty. He's a little sick today, so he might not be making a appearance on stream, unfortunately. He's having the stomach problems. Poor boy. I think he ate something outside on a walk, or just gave him a little bit too many treats, or something happened, but he's not doing super hot, so I don't want to risk it and have any accidents on the stream. So he's out there with Eric, hanging out, just hanging, just chilling. Hopefully he feels better for the next stream. Hopefully he just feels better in general. Oof. Yes, you're gonna hear a lot of his disgruntled woofs throughout this stream too. Yeah, he's not like that sick, he's just his stomach, he's a little bit like, no details. Your graduation was a few days ago. Wow, look at all you guys graduating. Congratulations, guys. Like, honestly, it's college and university is ridiculous to get through in a lot of cases. Like, I was so happy when I graduated. It was a relief, but then like a week later I was just like, oh my gosh, it's the real world. So, but it's just like such a relief getting out of school. Just make sure to not let everything just go stagnant, right? Like, just keep working. Give yourself maybe a week break and then keep working. Job's impossible for your domain? Oh, I'm so sorry. I mean, you could always look abroad. If you graduate university, then you have a degree of some kind, which will make it a lot easier for you to get a visa to work abroad. 10-year industry veteran, all you young pups. Man, you're a veteran, dude. That's pretty sick. 10 years. Birkenmud. You're stressed about what comes after graduation for like a week before you walked. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's a stressful thing, and I'm not gonna sugarcoat that at all. It's definitely stressful, but if you just keep to it, keep working on stuff, and don't let yourself get stagnant, then you're gonna be in a good spot. It's everybody who just kind of like lets life just go after they graduate, and they don't, I don't know, they're not like, I guess I hate using the word hungry, but they're not hungry for opportunity, not hungry for finding work. They're like, oh, school's done. Just keep working on your art. Just keep it going. Don't stop. Hey, Wipeout, how you doing? Yeah, 2 months. 2 months is, yeah, you start getting bored, because then it's just like, how many games can you play secluded in your room and eating like, not really that great because you don't have a lot of money left over. So like I know that feeling. It's not, you're like, okay, that's enough. I need to actually get out of this room. I need to do something so that I can have enough money so that I don't have to eat mac and cheese every day. My colon doesn't like that. Oh my gosh. Yeah, but actually though, congratulations to everybody in this chat right now that's graduating. Congratulations! It takes a lot of hard work to get through school, and I am proud of you, and you should be proud of yourself. And aw, cheese. Okay, we're done with that. All right. You better be sculpting with me now. Not just like listening to it. Sculpting. Do something. Model. Join me. Join me. Oh. This guy's biggins. We're gonna make him tinier. Alright. It's kind of like Cubone. I want to make a Pokemon, but it is very like... See what this turns into. Maybe something. Okay, we're gonna go maybe Triceratopsy. I don't know. We'll see. See what this turns into. I don't really know. That's the magic. Oh, it's kind of like Digimon, actually. Digimon, Triceratops, Cubone, Pokemon, Dinosaur. What we doing here? What you doing? What are you, bro? What you wanna be? Let's pop some champagne. Yeah. I can't join you on that one, not on this channel, but feel free. The first A3 stream was in November. Oh my gosh. November 2017. We've been doing this for a while, boys. People say they work for the passion and love, and sure, we work for that, but if it wasn't for money, I would probably do like 15 things at the same time and never finish anything. Job money keeps me focused. Yeah, honestly, like, yeah, okay. I don't like that idea. I don't think a lot of artists like that idea of like our profession being romanticized and like, oh, you love your job so much you don't work a day in your life, but it's not true. Like, it is work, and you do need to get paid for doing this kind of stuff. Like, it's not all fun and games either. Like, sure, you can love your job, and artists do love their jobs. Like, I love my job, but you know, it's not like it doesn't come without its hardships, and it's just very romanticized, and I just don't agree with it. Oh my goodness, somebody is so upset out there. It's because there's like a bunch of dogs that just honestly, like, they don't stop barking. They moved in the neighbor, and literally, like, they're barking 24/7, and I don't understand how you can let your dogs do that. Like, when the people are home, when they're not home, it doesn't matter. Like, they're just constantly going. Thanks, Coffee. Not sculpting, but drawing. Hey, whatever. Just gotta do your work. Drawing's awesome. I'm gonna get this guy pulled out here. We'll pull this. And then pull that up. Then I can probably grab this. I'm gonna do an inset here. Whoop. And that would leave this open, so then we can kind of do a, like, rah! pull that guy up. And we'll push that one out. Get a little bit of tension here. And yeah, don't worry to anybody who's like thinking like, oh, this is topology. Like, don't worry. We're Dynameshing all of this, but it's gonna help later on. Promise. Promise. That's how we do all of these sketches. Put this guy in here. Maybe give him like tiny eyes. Little tiny bits. Do probably are we doing herbivore? Yeah, we'll do a little bit more of like a maybe omnivore. So it's not gonna be like forward facing prey eyes. So I've mentioned this before, but when you're dealing with animals, predators versus like non-predators, herbivores don't, a lot of the time they don't have their eyes facing forwards because they're not chasing anything. They don't need their eyes to be facing forwards. They actually have them more on the sides of their head so that they can see more of their peripheral to help them notice if something is coming after them and chasing them. So a predator like a wolf, for example, they've got like forward facing eyes because then it just like, woo, it's a predator. Apex predator. Yeah, do your homework, boy. What did I study in college? I studied 2D animation, actually, so not what I'm doing now. Yeah, I'm sculpting with snake hook. That's all I do is I spam snake hook. It's like my life. Oh, I am so sweaty. Why is it that I like to work with such messy topology? You'll see. If you stick around anyways, you'll see why. Because, like, I'll explain it, but it's better if you actually see it happen. When I Dynamesh messy topology like this, it maintains the artifacting that I have going on here. Like, maybe this is a little bit extreme right here, so I can smooth that out just a bit. But it will maintain the look of all of this, and then I can sculpt on top of that again, and it kind of, like, speeds up the design process, because then I only really need to focus on the primary forms initially, but then afterwards all of these kind of messy artifactings that are happening here ends up being good secondary detail, kind of like guides or something to work off of and build off of. It's sort of like, you know, it's like an underdrawing if you're doing sketching, right? And you're just sketching with your pencil and it's just like really messy, and then you take a pen and you can go over top of it. It's essentially the same idea, but I'm doing it with clay. It's essentially what's happening here. Hey, Snacky. I look high on caffeine? Nah, I'm drinking a tea now, though. But thank you. There's so many streams where I'm just like so dead too, so I'm glad to hear I don't look dead yet. Maybe by the 2-hour mark I'll probably like be keeled over from all this sweat. Not a dragon, feels bad, man. Yeah, exactly, Ryan. Exactly. The deformities do create new interesting forms. It's really just that, and this is gonna change so much as the time goes on too. Hey, VPN, how are you? Tea and the caffeine. Tea has caffeine. Yeah, I know. But if you saw how much that I have drank so far, not that much. Oh god, it's so hot. Is this core or the full version? This is the full version. Yes. Looking at a plaster wall texture your mind created. Exactly. Hey, there we go. Somebody gets it. Somebody's seen other streams. Multitask here. NASA's streaming too. Oh man, NASA's cooler. Go watch NASA. Oh my god. All right. Let's like extend this even more, I think. And then this guy, well, I'll probably refine the look of the eyes once I Dynamesh. Just kind of want to get something a little bit more dynamic. Don't like this thing. And I'll pull that forward. I think I changed my mind. I want it to be forward facing. Then I'll grab probably this right here. Can pull that out. Pull this guy out. So again, like doing masking with this kind of with this method is actually really useful. You can start getting some really interesting messy things that will help you once you Dynamesh. But also, another thing I should mention though is this method with Dynamesh, if you're not 100% comfortable with how Dynamesh performs, I would recommend getting used to how Dynamesh performs on certain like messy topologies before you start doing stuff like this, because you might end up spending like too much time on like a low messy poly like this, and then you're gonna like Dynamesh and it'll be all like actually like really messy. So if I were you, like I would probably like get yourself familiarized with like how Dynamesh actually functions before committing to working this way. Oh shoot, it's Bray Dicky. I'm very well, thank you. A program about the Artemis project. Oh cool, that's cool. Never seen a bird hydra before. This could totally work for something like that. Shh. No Hydra. I don't like the idea of multiple heads doing these like really like short streams. Black! Anyone from Pixelogic in chat? No, but I can trick you. Hui. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Get it, bird boy. No, I'm gonna keep the chunky neck, I think. Actually, this whole back part of the head needs to come backwards. This needs to be a little bit more chunky. Oh, the babes is so scared. Hold on, I think maybe I should grab him, put them in here. Or, hold on, I'm gonna be back in just a second because that's gonna be a lot. Just one sec. Oh my god. Yeah. It's the neighbors' dogs. Like, they're so bad. They're actually like the worst. They won't quit. It's just 24/7 yapping. So this guy gets stressed by that because he's just like, obviously. I mean, even if I get stressed by it, like, he would get stressed by it. What's my channel? You can find my channel at the bottom here, twitch.tv/a_cubed. Oh, I still have the BRB up. My bad. Here, let's get that. There you go. You're kind of new in ZBrush. Will you learn some tips from my live streams? Use the snake hook brush. Know you list a lot. Oh, awesome! No, that's great. I'm glad to hear it. I'm glad to hear it. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right. What do I want to do with you? And I kind of want to have an idea. This might be a little wacky. Grab here's like a deltoid. Get this guy right over here. Hey. Quiet. Can you go in your place? It's enough. Quiet. Good. Yes. Very good. Quiet. Monty. Quiet. It's enough. No, that's enough. That's enough. No. Quiet. Don't make me put you in the bedroom. Don't make me do that. I will do that. I'll put you in the bedroom. You'll be by yourself. Yeah, I know you don't want that. Don't do it. One more bark out of you. I'm putting you in the bedroom. Good. Good. Good quiet. Okay. All right. That's enough. That's enough. I know. He's so okay. Yeah, he's just Monty, quiet. He hears like a bunch of things outside. He's extremely stressed and he's not feeling good, so he needs to just I'll be back. Okay. Cool. Awesome. Back. He's the one on caffeine. No, he had like a really stressful experience this last weekend. We had somebody like my brother had to stay over. Like he like refused to get an Airbnb, and we wanted to see like how he would handle somebody staying over. And he didn't handle it as well as I'd like him to. I mean, he wasn't like completely melting down, but yeah, it's just like a really long training process with this super anxiety dog. But he is getting better. It's just he's had a stressful experience on the weekend, and so it's kind of carrying over into these days, and he's also not feeling well, so it's like I just let him like chill. Let him chill somewhere. So I turned the fan on in the bedroom, and it's like, you know, it's a lot quieter than all the other rooms. He won't be able to hear anything else. So hopefully he'll just like relax. Because here we have the window open, and then the neighbors have like extremely yappy dogs that will not shut up. So stressing the already stressed boy out. What happens when you don't listen to mommy? Yeah, you get put in the bedroom. No. No, he just needs to chill. You had an interview and you said your favorite brush was snake hook, and they looked at me like I was nuts, so I said I watch JQ, and they're like, okay. That's funny. Oh my god, that's actually so funny. Are you serious, Amy? Because that's really that's a good laugh. The camera shook? No, I probably hit the table. some sci-fi armor or a helmet in ZBrush, I think you prefer that approach to box modeling in Maya. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like, why not try it? If you haven't tried it, maybe you have. Alright, I'm gonna take all of this here. Actually, let me grab here. There we go. Just gonna make that a little bit. That would be a little bit better. And this guy, I'm gonna raise him up a bit more. Hello? Okay, there we go. We're gonna actually pull this out more, I think. We're gonna make it a little bit chunkier. You know, chunky. Hey Fox, what's up? Yeah, I know. That's why if his barks weren't so like shrill, I wouldn't really have a problem with it. But it's just like it cracks the mic basically every single time he barks. It's just like it's so ear piercing. Like he just has such a loud bark. So I always have to if he's not behaving. I mean, not just behaving, but if he's scared rather. If he's having like a stressful time, then I can't have him in here because then everybody is like in pain from the barks. So sorry, Brud, my little buboo. But you gotta, yeah, he's got his toys and gave him something to eat, and he's got water, so he's fine. But he's in a bedroom, isolated until he calms down. Insta for 5 minutes and this thing has hands now. It doesn't have hands. Not yet. It will. I guess. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see how lazy I am. Maybe I'll just give it claws, like one single claw. Like creature design. Reference images on everything as you go, you're going to think? No, when I'm doing like serious projects and I actually know what I'm gonna do and it's not just for fun, kind of like this. Like if it's like an actual thing that I want to study from, then yeah, I'm gonna have reference images up, but something like this, like during these streams, like I don't. It's just sort of go at it. Kind of want this. Okay. Making it chunkier, I don't even care. It was a good interview? Oh, they knew it. That's so funny. Oh my gosh. It's amazing. There you go. There you have it. If you want a good interview, make sure you just tell them you watch A Cubed. Like, it was so weird. Oh my god. IMM hands, yeah. Do I also color it? Not always. Sometimes I just kind of like leave it. Sometimes I color it. It depends. Just depends. It always just depends on time and if I like it enough. Dun, dun, dun. My art station? Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. I really appreciate that. Thank you very much, Steven. I wish I had like more stuff that I could put on ArtStation. I always just like kind of don't really know what to put on ArtStation because I've got like a bunch of rough sculpts. That's kind of, I guess that's kind of why I did the I kind of need this. So I did the dump, like just like a whole bunch of rough sculpts together, but I don't really know, like I don't have like a ton of stuff that I can put up that is like a finished, like just like a totally finished thing. Because everything's like NDA. Do I ever print my 3D sketches? No, I do not. I should, but I don't. It just would require like so much extra work to make them printable because I do work very messy when it comes to concept stuff. And by the time I'm done with something, like within like a half an hour, I'm already sick of looking at it. I don't really care about printing it out. I'm ready to do the next thing. Let's get these horns looking bigger. That's what I want. Bigger horns. Always a fun time. If I looked more into 3D printing, I want to print my dragon I did 2 years ago, which, oh, are you talking about that one that I find like is super cringy? Oh, the tiny one. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I initially I was building this for 3D printing and I never got around to actually getting it done. That's why I just kind of rendered it out as if I did kind of 3D print it and what it would look like if I did 3D print it. I think it would be really cool if I did print that thing, maybe one day. Or I'll do something new. But yeah, God, 2 years ago. I kind of want to revisit so many of these things because it's just like, man, the old stuff is... I should probably get rid of a lot of the old stuff on my art station, but I don't have anything to replace it with, so it's just like, it's there you go. It's not an ideal looking portfolio, but, you know. Whatever, I guess. Alright, let's do some more. Ooh, no, we want this. actually. I haven't saved at all. So if you guys are working, you haven't saved either, you should probably save. Saving is good for the soul and your work if you don't want to lose it. There we go. Hey Raymond, how are you? Art. Yes. Alright, so we're getting like, we got our main chunky bits in here. Make sure that got those forms looking kind of tight before we move on. I'm not really digging how this is looking though. Thinking maybe here we can just design wise, not necessarily like anatomy or whatever, because just thinking design wise, you could probably do something to flare out the shoulders, because the head is not really like matching. So we could do like, just give it some oomph. And then I think this maybe we want to, do we want to pull it out more? Too much oomph. Hey Ekas, how are you? Yeah, this guy will probably get a little bit more bufferino in this area. Auto chess with all my sculpts. Oh my god. Who else is playing auto chess? I've been playing it like almost every day. On my phone though. I haven't been playing the Dota 2 mod. I've just been playing the one that they ported to mobile because it's easy the past 2 weeks. Oh yeah, no, I know. Sorry, I last week I didn't stream at all, I don't think. Real men don't save. They just whine in silence later. No, that's bad. Release your emotions. Don't bottle them up. I think this neck just needs to be a lot bigger. And then we'll have this like hooked here. I think that'll just like help a lot with how this has been looking really weird. Just need that bigger neck. The Ashley sculpt, my self-portrait, is over-cheated. What? When did I sculpt myself? I don't think I've ever actually sculpted myself. Like, I'm too afraid to do that, because then I'd have to look at a picture of myself for too long. Yikes. Be like way too like overcritical the entire time. I'd just be like, I can't believe this is what I look like. Ew. And then all the comments in chat, I'm sorry, but you don't look like that. And I'm like sculpting something like absolutely gorgeous and beautiful in my eyes. And then chat's just like, I don't know. I think your nose is a little bit more bulbous than I lose my mind. Oh, my 3D scan? Oh no, it looks exactly like me. What are you talking about? That's exactly me. My 3D scan was 100% me. No cheating whatsoever. Good free ZBrush tutorials. Well, it depends. What are you looking for? What exactly are you trying to get out of the program? You're just looking for like how to use ZBrush. Pixelogic actually has like walkthrough stuff. ZBrush. Wait, what's it called? Shoot. Also, if you haven't noticed, Facebook hasn't been coming out through here. And I'm not 100% sure. Hold on, let me see if I can... Because I haven't been talking to Facebook at all. I am so sorry. So let me see if it's even live on Facebook. Because... Oh, it seems like it is live. Hold on, let me just get the chat up for Facebook. I'm so sorry. I haven't been mentioning anything. Let's just look at the comments here. Hello to Raven and Adam. Yeah, you get. Yeah, sorry guys. Sorry to Facebook. Yeah. Yeah. So if you're talking on Facebook, I got the chat open now. I think I do. Hold on. Let me hold up. This might start. There we go. There we go. This should be better. All right. Chat's open now. Yeah, but sorry, I was talking about tutorials. zclassroom.com. I'm going to copy pasta that for you guys. So that's some good stuff on learning how to ZBrush. Flip Normals has some great ones. Pablo has some great ones. Michael Pavlovich has some great ones. If you just go onto Pixelogic's YouTube channel, they've got some great ones. So there ya goes. Can I not pause the Facebook video though? Like it has to go? Honestly, Facebook. Honestly. Having the webcam right in your face for reference is really unnerving. I don't like looking at the viewfinder while I'm sculpting and streaming. It just makes me really self-conscious. If I don't look at it, then I'm like, oh, everything's fine. But if I start like looking at myself and I'll be like, gotta fix my this, gotta fix that, like, ooh, like, you know, all self-conscious, like, Hey George, how are you? Next stream will be a Monty sculpt. Oh my god. Everybody keeps suggesting that I sculpt Monty, but I'm like, I feel like I wouldn't do him justice. I don't know. Maybe when I'm done all my other stuff and I go back to my channel, I'll do like an actual Monty like tribute sculpt. But for now, we're just gonna stick to creatures. Okay, where are the eyeballs? Hi. Hello, girls. You want to come up front? Where are you going? What are you doing? Oh, little ladies. There you go. Monty is too handsome. He is! He's way too handsome. He's the most handsome. He's the handsomest. It's like a bunch of people that they always want to stop us to be like, oh, your dog, you know, your corgi, he's such a beautiful corgi, and then like Monty just like screams at them like, yeah, get away from me, because he doesn't like people. It's just like, they're complimenting you. Do you know how you don't know what a compliment is? Because you're a dog, but they're complimenting you. Don't scream at the nice people. Hey William, how are you? Big fan. Whoa. Well, oh, now I'm all flustered. Got a big fan. I got a Discord. Yeah, you can. Yeah, if you sneak, you can invite people to Discord if you want. It's fine. It's just a hangout place if you want to chat to other people who watch the streams, or, you know, who just want friends to talk to. Just chill. I don't know, there's like a whole bunch of random rooms in my Discord. Okay. Man, yeah, I know when this current contract that I'm working on is done, and I get back to streaming on my own channel, I'm definitely gonna start streaming like some games and stuff too, like indie games. Like I've just been like getting into so much stuff. Actually, recently, just last night, Eric and I got for the Switch Cadence of Hyrule. Dude, that's actually like such a fun game, because I never played Necrodancer before, right? So this one's actually freaking, it's just so fun. It's so cute. It's like this little like roguelite Zelda, like move to the beat of the Zelda music kind of game. It's really chill, but also like surprisingly difficult when you're playing with two people, because you're constantly bumping into each other. Look up Cadence of Hyrule if you want like a really fun you know, cute game to play that's in the Zelda universe. Alright. Kinda wanna play more of that tonight, actually. I'll probably go for a run and then Zelda! It's crazy because like I'm not even like a Zelda like huge fan of the Zelda games. Like I never, like, not saying they're bad or like anything like that. I just never actually played many of them. But I really enjoy this. It's a little indie studio that made it. It was just an ad for the stream. You saw somebody who was looking for tutorials here, so maybe you should help him. Oh, yeah, no, for sure. Am I in a habit of using the references or prefer straight ahead moving points? When it comes to just like having fun, I like to do it this way, where I'm not really using reference. I'm just like going, like, just kind of going ham on it. But if you're doing something that's like an actual, like, tangible project, you know, something that you want to, I don't know, 3D print, or you want to ship it off for a game, or you want to do something like that's legitimate, you know, like not just like a for funsy thing, or not even like if you want to study as well, like if you want to study and get better as an artist, then you have to be using reference. But because I'm just doing something for fun and it's sort of like a demo on stream and just like showing you guys that it's like, you know, it's okay to just let loose and experiment with shapes and form and let your brain kind of make these connections without looking at images by itself. It's great. It's great for that. But if you want to learn to be a better artist, you want to learn, you know, if you want your image library in your head to be stronger, then you gotta always, you know, be working off of reference besides doing this kind of stuff for fun. Hey Dan, how are you? Am I exploring the program in technical terms to achieve certain tasks, or using the brushes only? Oh yeah, no, for certain things I definitely dive a lot lately for work, which I can't really like tell you anything specific, but for work I've been using a lot of fiber mesh recently. I've used nano mesh for a couple of things. Array mesh is kind of iffy for me. I go in and out of understanding how to properly use this. I'm not gonna lie, but because ZBrush is just such a massive program, I really like only focus on the things that I need to be using for specific projects. If I need to, you know, if I run into a point where you know, it is very technical, and like, let's say something like a watch, right? And I had to do a watch, then I would brush up on my array mesh knowledge and remember how to do it again so that I could do it more efficiently and it wouldn't be like a nightmare to handle something like that. But usually I'm working with organics and even clothing and things like that. Usually I don't have to dive too much into a lot of the technical stuff, but a lot of these things like I do use. It's just, it depends on the project whether, you know, I need to use it or not. Return of Obra Dinn lately off stream. A lot of fun if you like puzzlers and very cool 1-bit graphics. 1-bit? 1-bit? I don't think I've heard of 1-bit. Wait, 1-bit? 1-bit. Oh yeah, okay. So it's just black and white? Oh yeah, it is. It's just pixel art. Oh, interesting. 1-bit 3D graphics, 2 colors. That's very interesting. Obra Dinn. Sorry, I'm just looking this up. That's actually... Wow. Wow, that is... Okay, I'll share it with the class. Sorry. This is really cool. 1-bit 3D graphics. Wow, that's trippy. Huh. That is really, really cool. Wonder how they achieved that. Anyways, sorry, back to this. Yeah, I absolutely love 8-bitty stuff. And that 1-bit kind of look, it's not like it's not like my cup of tea per se, but it's very interesting. Like, I like seeing new styles essentially, so that's definitely very new and unique looking. So you have to do it. It's insane. Original Game Boy goes nuts. Technical video about it on YouTube. A long technical? Oh gosh. I don't know if I could make it through. Tell it to me in layman terms. I'm interested, but I don't know if I'm that interested. There was this one game shown at E3, actually. What was it called again? Hold on. I'm really interested in it. I dumped it in the Discord. Songs of Conquest. That looks freaking awesome. Like, it looks so cool. Like, such a great style. Songs of Conquest. Hey! Andre, how are you? Yeah. Reading today about the preferences of the professionals, organics and hard surface. I suppose you have an obvious preference for organics. Am I correct? You're very correct. Absolutely correct. Super, super, super correct. I do have a preference for organics, but that doesn't mean that I don't enjoy hard surface stuff. I just don't enjoy doing it live. I find that because it is a technical thing, and I'm very much an artsy-fartsy kind of person. When it comes to doing hard surface stuff live, it kind of attracts more feedback that's I find anyways personally that a lot of people try to tell me how to do it, even though I feel like the way that I'm doing it in that particular setting is completely fine because I have an idea of what I'm going for. But a lot of the time I get a lot of backseating when I do hard surface stuff on stream. So maybe one day I'll stop caring about if I get backseated or not, but for now, because I just want to I want to have a chill stream. I typically don't do that kind of stuff on stream. Thank you, Andre. I appreciate it. The Last Night game has an amazing artistic direction with pixel art, but they're looking for some money. Oh, Last Night. The Last Night. Is that the... Wait, hold on. Which one is The Last Night? The Last Night. Oh, wow! How come I didn't see this one? Yeah, it looks beautiful. Oh my god. Whew. That is a gorgeous game. My goodness. Wow. Wow. Oh my god, just this one shot right here. Look at this. Look at this. That's so nice. The lighting. That is so nice. Oh. I wanna know how to do stuff like this. It's so cool. It's just like so nice. Alright. Needs more human feet. Yeah, absolutely. Always needs more human feet. Yeah, really very atmospheric. I'm a sucker for that kind of stuff. And like that miniature feel, because that stuff, like that one really had that miniature feeling to it. Absolutely adore that. I don't know why I'm doing this. I don't know why I'm putting wings on this freaking thing. I don't know why I'm doing this. Maybe they're not wings. They're not gonna be wings. I changed my mind. They're not wings. There's something else. Do I ever bake in Substance Painter? Yes. Yes, I do. Substance Painter has a good bake. As long as you remember to name your stuff properly. Big old pokey things, exactly. Yeah, not wings. No, we're not doing wings. here. Woo. Get that one a little bit smaller. Bulge this guy out. Actually, maybe not that tiny right here. Yeah, I've been told I look like Ellen Page a few times. I also get told that I look like that girl from Ferris Bueller's Day Off or whatever. Get told a lot of things. I guess I just got one of those generic faces. That's okay. Wait, what the heck? Okay, I'm going to accept that. Am I? No, I'm gonna actually delete these things, I think. I don't actually want to have those there. Going to... Okay. During these streams, yeah, I usually work in symmetry just because it speeds stuff up. I only have the 4 hours, right? I've been having trouble. No, I haven't done a bake in the last, like... It's been a few months, actually, since I've had to bake anything from ZBrush. 2 months. No, I haven't done it from since the update. Souls. I apologize. Maybe somebody else in chat though. Did I check out the new Harry Potter Wizards Unite? No, I have not seen that. Oh my god. Oh, good stretch. What time is it? It's only 7? My god. This is gonna be a long stream. Alright, let's see. What was I doing? Oh yeah. Adaptive skin. Density all the way down. Dynamesh off. Adaptive. Tool, append, this, boom. Bang. Mirror and weld. Wowzers. put on this. Wait, what did I have on before? Huh, weird. I am from Canada. Canadiana. Thank you, Dreamer. Appreciate it. Alright, so these back biddies right here, let's figure this out. Maybe we want them. I'll probably just do them something tiny like that. Little tiny biddies. Get them thick eyes. Thickerinos. So chunky. I don't know why the Ricardo meme is in my head now. Oh gosh. I wish I could play that. I like 'em thick. I like 'em chunky. Do I get indulged in gesture sculpting, something that shows off the action type work, or prefer the symmetrical one side moving of points? Absolutely love gesture work. I'll give you an example of one of, I mean, I don't usually do them on stream, but when I do, this was one of the previous posed ones that I did. Like, I really enjoy like posing the stuff that I do, and especially when it comes down to concept work, right? Like, you definitely want to pose your stuff before you send it off to a client, because then you're at least like, you know, you're showing them that like what the creature is, right? Like, if you just send them like the static thing, if you're just sending them something static, then it just kind of, a lot of the time it's not showing off to the client like this is what it could be, you know. You're trying to sell your work essentially when it comes to concept stuff, and so if you're just sending them a T-pose thing or an A-pose, it's kind of like, yeah, of course you're gonna end up having to do extra work later if you are also the modeler, but if it is just a concept thing and they're gonna restart from the ground up anyways, just like go nuts on the pose, like absolutely, because like this, it just makes it a lot more alive, right? Like you're just feeling like this is a lot more alive than something that was just on a default pose. But a lot of the time I don't have enough time on stream to like totally pose stuff, but yeah, that's essentially what I would prefer to do if I do have the time, is to pose it and then send it. No, Sneak, that I was just showing off one of the previous stream stuff. Chicken in action looks better than just a chicken. Very true. Very true. Alright. Alright, let's get this a little bit more like there's some flesh in here actually holding all of this. And then that'll look probably pretty nice to work with once it's Dynameshed. And actually get this guy in a little bit more, and then this one in a little bit more as well. Yeah, you can probably hear that ball bouncing outside. There's this one guy that lives in my area. Oh my gosh, he is the actual worst. I don't care if he hears me, because like he's actually the worst. I hope somebody yells at him someday. I'm just like too scared to myself, but he like bounces a ball constantly, and it's not just it's not like I hate bouncing balls. That's not what I'm getting at. He throws the balls at people's like doors and windows and stuff like that, and waits for it to bounce off and then catches it and throws it at like more houses. I'm like, what are you doing? Like, he's gonna break a window at some point. Like, have some consideration, have some respect. Throw your stuff at other people's houses. Am I gonna give him, her, it wings? Her? No, I'm not gonna give it wings. I'm just these little grabby bitties. Na, na, na. How do you pose something and then bring it back to T or A pose and make everything symmetrical again? How is that workflow? Angelo, I actually use the what's it called again? Transpose Master right here. I use this a lot of the time, so essentially it just makes everything become one mesh when you click T-pose mesh. And then when you make your edits in that, you're essentially, everything is one subtool in that mode. And then when you click T-pose to sub-T, it will take that you had already T-posed and it will split them back into the subtools that you had before, but with all of those changes applied. So it can make that entire process a lot easier. Yeah, I know, he's pretty much off. He's awful. And it's one of those things too where I wouldn't have noticed it if it wasn't for the fact that I have a dog that's absolutely terrified of people who are bouncing balls. And so when I hear that guy coming, I'm just like, gotta get out of this area, otherwise my dog's gonna freak out. But also, like, he actually sucks. Like, he's just, like, throwing his ball, like, on people's, like, houses and windows and stuff. Like, like, don't do that. Oh my gosh. And he's always got his AirPods in, too. Like, just complete douche mode on, you know? Does it every day. I guess he's, like, coming home from work, and he's just, like, throwing his ball. Weird. Messed up. Yeah, no, this workflow is not for everyone. Absolutely not for everyone at all. Like, I completely understand if you don't want to do this. I just like it because it's, I don't know, it's just, I guess I just kind of, like, started doing this for some reason. I don't really know how this came to be. I just really like moving stuff around in low poly. And getting forms looking nice before moving on. I guess it's one of those things where it kind of has forced me to really pay attention to the overall shape of everything that I'm doing. Because if I were working higher poly, I would be jumping into details a lot faster. So I guess in a sense, like, I've kind of forced myself into this workflow because I couldn't help myself before. I mean, whatever works. Honestly, whatever workflow you end up having for yourself, as long as it's doing the job, then that's all that really matters. Like, it doesn't, anything besides that, it doesn't. I'm wondering if I grab this right here. I think that might be better for silhouette. I can go here, move this guy forward a bit. Do you want forward or backward? Probably forward. Yeah, and then this guy. Put a curve to everything, because I really love my curves. Boy, oh boy, do I love my curves. When it comes to low poly, oh, thank you, Night Fox. That means a lot to me. Thank you. Oh no. Artist dies on screen. On stream. Oh my god. Oh, you sure took my breath away there, Night Fox. Hey, Maple. Hey, Xander, how are you? Alright. So I really want like these horns to stick out more. Fanboying about me and Hazardous Art got you through your BFA. Oh my god. That's amazing. Dude, Haz is awesome. Have you seen his blog posts on ArtStation about the should I go to school or not, like, kind of thing? Because that's a really good read. It's really helpful. You guys are so sweet though. Oh my gosh. Like, I'm so happy that these streams help you. This beast for my imagination? Yes, sir. Not sure a company if they post concept or also T or A's post concept. Is it okay? So it depends on the client. I have had clients where they don't care if they have the model afterwards. They just want some concept art, just like, you know, it's just like pitch stuff. So a lot of the time in that case, it wouldn't matter if I do an A pose or whatever. I would just like hand them something. I'd be like, hey, what about this? Like, just kind of like boom, 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 boom. And then it wouldn't matter if it's an A pose or T pose or whatever. It's just to get the concept approved. But then I've had other clients where I'm also the modeler on top of the concept artist. So if I know that I'm gonna have to model it, or if I'm going to have to pass the sculpt on to somebody else to model it afterwards, then I will, essentially what I'll do is I will sculpt everything in a T or an A pose, like, or a default pose, kind of like this symmetrically, right? And I'll save that as like the default, just in case I have to, that one is approved, and then I give it away. But I always send over something that's like a little bit posed, at least something that will kind of bring the character to life a little bit more, because if you just kind of give something that's stiff, it doesn't sell the concept. And as a concept artist, your job is to bring something to life, right? Like, give ideas. And it's a little bit hard for clients to look at something that's stiff and imagine what the character would be like. So you have to really like breathe life into it before you hand it off. How long does it normally take me to come up with a character concept for the given client from start to finish? So, okay, it depends. Am I given free reign? Am I given a tight leash, right? Like, am I recreating something that already exists? All of these things come into play when it comes to how long it's going to take. It's really hard for me to answer that question because, you know, if I'm given like something like a little, I don't know, something simple like, I don't know, like, let's say, oof, here, okay, I'll give you the differences, right? Here, oh, okay. So let's say client A gives me something like this. They're like, hey, can you make like several variations of something like this? Like, they send me an image like this, and they're like, okay, we need like, you know, 6 variations of this. We're gonna print it for toys or whatever. Can you do that? And I'll be like, okay, sure. And then client B is like, hey, can you give me like 4 variations of this thing? Right? This is gonna take me a heck of a lot longer than something like this. So it really, like, it's a hard thing for me to answer. Because, you know, I don't always do just creature art for people. I've worked animation as well, so different things come in all the time. That's the beauty of freelance. All right, good night, Sneak. Thank you so much for hanging out. Yes, don't forget to drink and stretch, everybody, and save your files. We're gonna take a break in about like 25 minutes or something. Hope you have a great sleep, Sneak. This whole time didn't know it was the same guy. Everything just came back about how you're struggling. Aw, yeah, no, yeah, has plays games now, which is really cool. On top of the artwork that he shares, which is so awesome. I'm glad to see that his streams are doing so well as well. As well. Alright, let's see.
Often it is difficult for a person to control a complicated sound synthesizer quickly enough. A computer can take over much of this control work and do it more quickly and accurately than a human being. And all this has been just the beginning.
Oh yeah, Hasley, I love those guys, man. They're so like they're just always, I don't know, they're very positive on stream. So happy. I love that Lena's just been like playing a whole bunch of different stuff too now. Occasionally I get in there and I lurk at night. Ooh, I like this thing like where it's just kind of like coming out a little bit here. Very Diablo-y. I'm gonna keep something like that. I'll just kind of like angle it, maybe. Maybe angle it like so. But yeah, when it comes to like a streaming career in like art alone, it's really cool that like they started incorporating games into like everything that they've been doing, because if you were only doing art on stream all the time, it's like extremely draining. So it's awesome that they kind of figured out a happy medium. Do I envision this thing having a tail? I actually don't. But we can experiment with one. I was kind of thinking of that earlier, but I don't know. I think if anything, I'll probably just like pull this whole back part out. I think that might be good, just to like let it breathe a little bit more. Like let the anatomy breathe a little bit more, because right now it's a little bit tight back there, but I don't know by how much we want to maybe like really tiny mode this. Or yeah, we could do like, we could actually squish it. No, I don't want to do that. I think maybe like a little bit. But with this, I think this is just kind of like in the way of the silhouette, so I might just pull this out a bit. Let's just see what we can do here. Wondering maybe... Like, could we maybe do something like this? This probably needs to breathe more as well. Yeah, it just needs to breathe a little bit more. Give it some of that space right in here. It feels a little bit better. Maybe this guy. Pull it down just a bit. Alright, here we go. It's a little bit better. Did he skip leg day? Yeah, he doesn't need his legs. He doesn't need his back legs. Very top heavy boy. Night sculpting. Yeah, it's like evening over here. I mean, it's still bright outside, but where do I get my best income from art? From clients. Like, not individual clients. I find from studio clients. Studio clients is where the majority of my income comes from right now. But that's only when, you know, you have a contract. Freelance is very random when the contracts come in and when they disappear. So that main source of income is always changing. All right, I think we good here. I'm gonna save real quick. Nah, because I think a lot of it comes down to the arms on his top too. Help him move. All right, I'm gonna do a Dynamesh of this guy. We're gonna try first the 72, see if that's too high res because it's a pretty massive sculpt. I think it's definitely too much. We're just gonna grab all of it and shrink them down a bit so that we're not like as much of a struggle. Dynamesh again. It's a little bit better. We'll do maybe 70. Dynamesh. There we go. Perfect. Alright, so you can see like that Dynameshing is giving us like the Dynameshing of the low poly is already like there's like neck details in there and stuff already. You can probably see what I'm talking about when it comes to allowing the low poly to be messy and stuff like that before the Dynamesh happens. Alright, and then this one I'll want a little bit higher res than the rest of the body, so I'll keep it at 128. Thank you, Authentic. Yeah, I didn't stream last week, so that's probably... Yeah, I stream like once a week, but last week I didn't stream. Thank you, Gandra, on Facebook. If you guys are on Facebook, I'm sorry if I'm missing your comments. Like, it's not showing up in Restream, so I'm just kind of looking over when I can to the Facebook chat. Bam, 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 bam. Another thing that I really enjoy using with Snakehook is the AccuCurve. If you haven't been noticing what I've been, it's just over here. And you can get that in the brush palette menu. Or brush palette menu, down in curve right here, and then it's AccuCurve. Sound dampening panels on the wall behind. They're not like, yeah, they're acoustic pads, so essentially it's not, I guess, yeah, sound dampening, you could say that. Basically, like, because I've got some in front of me where my voice projects, and then anything that will bounce from the wall there is going to go directly behind me. So to avoid another bounce, there's some panels behind me. I've got some stuff in all the corners on the top of the room as well to help minimize the echo in this room, because I can't have carpets in here because I've got the doggo that stays in here as well. So it's like, yeah, if I had carpets in here, it'd be a nightmare to clean. But carpets would definitely help with the echo. But my dog likes to eat carpets, so gotta work around his highness, you know? Yeah, it is. It's a quiet night. We're quiet. We're all working. Feel free to ask any questions though if you want. We're just working over here. Just working on stuff. Alright, these guys. You're gonna want. I think I will probably make a separate finger, and then I'll just duplicate them around. Hey, Andre. It was Sculpt Arena. Okay, I'm gonna... Where's this cube? Oh my gosh, delete that. Get out of here. There we go. Oh! Oh! No! There we go. Boom. There we go. Crisis averted. Any creature design courses guides that I recommend? Oh, I should really look into stuff just so that I could have something to kind of recommend to you guys. Because, like, I don't know. I'm not creature design stuff. Like, I mean, I can recommend you to other streamers on the Pixelogic channel that do creature work, and you could watch more streams to do with creature stuff. But in terms of, like, courses, there's nothing like that I can really, like, recommend that I've taken, right? So that's the tricky part. But if you're looking for other streamers to kind of learn from, Brett Briley is really good, and he streams here usually on Fridays, I think. There's, like, I think there's, like, more, like, another streamer coming on that's, like, really good at creature art. Creature design. Like, I'm pretty sure you could get a lot of, like, good stuff from, like, Gnomon as well. Gnomon has, like, some good talks on that kind of stuff. But courses, like, full courses, I'm not 100% sure, to be honest with you, because I don't look up that kind of stuff. Sorry. He also has a dog. Nice. I feel like we all kind of have, or we've all got doggos. Okay, I'll just use this and then I'll sculpt on top of that. I think it'll be good. Are you ready? Wow. Okay, I'm gonna skip this one. This is a lot. Duplicate that. Over. A little bit bigger. A little rotation. Actually, no, I'll pose them afterwards. And then duplicate. Here, a little bit smaller, a little rotation. Boom. Boom. A little tinier over here. Hey, Smartest! Guys, if you don't know Steven Anderson, his tag in chat right now, Smartest. He also streams here on the Pixelogic channel. And we also do... Oh, man. Why is the webcam so high up? And then we also do triple streams with Anna Carolina as well. And I think we're doing that next week, right? Yeah, next week we have a stream together. So that'll be pretty fun, pretty cool. Oh my gosh, I'm doing the stretch. Ugh. Yeah, next Tuesday. Hey Polygon, how are you? Which software do I use to render the texture of my sculpt? For my concept stuff, I usually just use Keyshot. Thank you, Steven. I appreciate it. That creature's gonna have some serious carpal tunnel when he gets older. I know. Dealing with like all of that wrist, like. Last one was a really fun stream. Oh, I'm glad you really liked it. That's awesome. Yeah, like we do like the pass the sculpt things, so it's always just like silliness. Nothing too serious. But I think that's important to have some good old fun times with ZBrush. It's not all serious. Alright. So this guy, we're gonna actually him. We're going to do you want to do more of that? Nah. Maybe I'll just... Ooh. Have it a little bit more relaxed. That'll probably be better. No, we don't. Okay. preventative actions against carpal tunnel. Yeah, definitely do like your stretches, like this one, right? This, shake them out, all that fun, good stuff. My YouTube. Oh, I don't really. I mean, you can check my YouTube out, but I haven't uploaded anything for a while, and it's just like a couple of time lapses that are up there, like of old artwork. What kind of chair is this? It's an IKEA chair. It's the kind of chair that I could afford. Do I have a portfolio? I mean, I've got a art station. It's not super updated, but yeah, I can. Oh, there you go. Steven beat me to it. Thank you. Yeah, it's not like super updated, but whatever. Who cares? Who cares? We don't need things to be super updated. What time is it? Oh, we should take a break, and then continue for another 2 hours. Because we are at like the 2-hour mark right now anyways. So I will... Wait, actually, what's this? Bing. And where's the BRB? There he is. Alright. Yeah, I'm gonna go take a quick break. You guys should get up and stretch and get yourselves water or tea or whatever it is that you're gonna do, and then I'll come back and I'll finish this up and answer more questions and stuff. Sound good? It'll be another 2 hours probably, so I'm gonna just take like a 5-minute break and then I'll be back, okay? Cool. BRB. Get up, stretch, do that kind of stuff. Heck. Alright, see you, smartest. Thanks for hanging out. See you on Tuesday as well. Once you have a story, use the tools at your disposal to tell that story in an engaging way that enriches your narrative. Big flashy visuals may seem like the most important piece of the puzzle. Yeah, no, it really depends on what you're doing. If you want something to be flashy or more, I don't know, maybe I'm missing what you were replying to. It's just like an elevator. Oh my god. Song lyrics can be so funny. Recommend sculpting the mouth so there is no big errors. You've been sculpting slightly opened, is that correct? Okay, so I don't do low poly bakes a lot of the time. I guess like it really like, can you separate the interior of the mouth from the, like, basically UV wise, right? You separate the interior from the exterior, you have like a separate island. When it comes to like the film stuff that I've done, like I haven't really had to bake the inside of the mouth because like one, you don't really see inside of it, and two, like yeah, like you're just really like working on the lips. And so I usually just like mask by, not mask, oh god, my brain is frying right now. Like I do it by UV island essentially. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not really like the best person to ask for something like that. Hey Giant, upper versus lower lip. Yeah, so again, it comes down to like the UVs. The bake, if you, yeah, you can open the mouth a bit, I guess. The upper and lower lip, a lot of the time I do projections. Like if I have to do displacement on it, then I usually end up fixing it later because things can get a little bit like messy with that for sure. Especially since they're literally closed like together. So I don't know. I usually don't have like a lot of detail running past like a certain point anyways though. So if you have like a really low threshold, it's normally okay. I haven't done like a super high res, like super realistic upper lower lip bake for like high res super realistic model though before. So again, if you want something like that, like you're gonna probably have to ask I don't know, somebody in VFX. More of like a concept artist, and like I model, I do surfacing as well, but you know, when it comes to the technicalities, like I just get the get the job done for what it is that I do. I haven't done anything like super realistic. Do I consider working somewhere else rather than computer graphics, or how do you see yourself in 10 to 15 years' time? Oh my gosh, I don't look that far ahead. I honestly don't look that far ahead. I just know what I want now is to just make cool art. Like, anytime that question pops up in interviews, I'm like, why does it matter? Like, I just really want to make cool art right now. And I don't see that changing in the foreseeable future, so. I think that's only really come up in one interview that I've been in before. It's like not a very common question for this field, I find. For me anyways, I don't know, maybe other people have like different experiences. Yeah, see, that's what I mean. Like, I end up fixing a lot of bake errors in Photoshop because like I just needed to get it. Like, I don't care if the bake comes out 100% when I'm doing it. As even with displacement maps, it's a little bit harder with displacement maps, I find, because they're so finicky. But with normal maps, it's like an easy thing to just like paint out problems that you might have in Photoshop. So I do that a lot of the time, especially if I'm in like a rush for it. And also when it comes to like lip detail, I'm gonna be honest with you, like that's something that I, you know, if I know that I need to get it looking good for a final model, a lot of the time I don't sculpt most of it. Like, I might sculpt the bigger stuff, but you know, you can always just project in Substance Painter. You can just project stuff down and use Substance Painter for all kinds of like pore details and fine lines and things like that. Again, I haven't done anything like hyper realistic, but for the stuff that I have done, that's been working just fine. And I've seen many workflows of people using XYZ textures and things like that in a similar fashion, and that it is actually better to do it in the surfacing pass rather than to sculpt all of that stuff, just because you already have it there. I mean, having it in ZBrush, a lot of people put it in ZBrush as well, because you can actually have it have the texture, the displacement on top of while you're working. But to get a lot of that kind of detail, I feel like you're better off just doing that with projections in Substance or Mari. So, like, if I have problems with a bake though, like Dan said, it's just like I fix it in Photoshop. But I'm not like the best person to ask for like super technical stuff. If you want more of that, I'm sure there's other people on this channel that can help you out. If you want to know how to get like the perfect bake, like I'm not like super concerned about getting the perfect bake all the time, because I don't work super low poly either. And I usually have like tons of texture space to work with as too, so I'm not always like super concerned about a lot of the technical stuff. Of course, if a client ever tells me like, hey, we can only do this, then of course I'll work inside of those boundaries. But sorry, I can't be more help. Don't work on games. You're texturing 100% procedurally? Nice. Sweet. You hate getting asked that question, though you don't get it asked often? Depends on who. Oh yeah, I know. It's like, I don't know. I have a hard time answering like the technical stuff because like I don't know. I just don't do a lot of that. If I need to fix it, I know I can fix it in Photoshop. But I know for specific like, you know, for games especially, or like low poly, like really low poly stuff, like you're gonna want a lot cleaner bakes and stuff like that. "3D fan arts, can you fit one in a portfolio?" Oh man, here's that question again. All right. So when it comes to fan art, keep in mind that you're going against something that already exists. So if you're talking about, let's just take Spider-Man for example, because there's literally a billion Spider-Men on ArtStation. Like, bro, here. Like, I type in Spider-Man, right? And this is what shows up on ArtStation. So if you wanted to do like fan art, you're going against all of this plus, right? You're going against all of this plus the original stuff, like the official thing. And so if you're doing fan art of it, can you do something that's better than this or on par with this stuff that's already like at the very top? Because if you can't, then it shouldn't go in your portfolio, I feel. It might actually hurt you because then you're showing somebody that you're not original. You're literally just trying to rehash a design that has been done 100,000 times over. And like if it's not done well, then it's just like, you know, they probably see a million of these as well. So when it comes to fan art, pick and choose your battles, I guess. Make sure that you can do stuff, I'd say better or at least on par with what you're already up against. Like, the design already exists, right? So if you're doing fan art for something, even let's say it's Pikachu, like you wanted to do your own version of Pikachu, just know that Pikachu already exists. So if you can't bring something interesting to the table, if you're just copying that, unless you copy it exactly or you go above and beyond with the copy, like, you know, it's like an amazing version of it, then you're just telling the employer that one, you're unoriginal, and two, you can't hit the mark, right? So if you copy it exactly, then you're showing like, hey, I can hit the mark, but you're not really showing your creativity. So it's a fine line with fan art, because if you do find something that you really like that you want to do a 3D version of, like let's say it's a 2D thing, like Danny Phantom, or like let's just take Danny Phantom, that 2D show or whatever. You wanted to make a 3D version of Danny Phantom, sure, unless there's like, you know, a 3D version of Danny Phantom show out there, then that would be your benchmark, right? Something official. And you always want to be better than that. You want to show that, like, in your portfolio, you want to show your creativity. You want to show who you are as an artist. You want to show your ability to hit the mark, right? And so if you're, let's say you're doing Spider-Man and you're doing a kind of like, you know, yeah, it's Spider-Man, but it's nothing special. It's just like another Spider-Man. People are, and you know, it's not like hitting the mark either. It's just like, you know, you could pick it apart and say, well, this person's version of Spider-Man is better. You're better off not doing it. Just, no. Like, do it for fun, for sure, but I would not say, like, show that to a employer, because they, remember, employers, like, especially big studios, they are going through hundreds of portfolios all the time. All the freaking time. Like, let me give you an idea of just how many other artists are out there looking for the same jobs that you are. So, where I went to school in Ontario, just in the one area that I was in, there was maybe 10 schools all doing a 3D program of some kind, and then maybe another, you know, another few that we're doing just in general, like game art programs or whatever. And so let's just say 15 schools in just the area that I was in Ontario. Each class, you know, averaging between 100 to 200 seats, right? So if you say 1,500 at a minimum for one province, and then you say like for every single province there's probably another, you know, how many. So you could even say like 10,000 3D students graduating or something like that. It's a rough number, but, you know, just put in perspective how many people are graduating every single year for 3D, and how many fan arts all of these kids have in their portfolios, and they're all applying to these studios. You can imagine as an employer looking through all of these fan arts and like, you know, oh wow, it's another Hulk, oh it's another Spider-Man, oh it's another like sexy elf girl, you know? So it's just like you gotta do something to stand out, and fan art can be that if you know that you can go above and beyond, but I wouldn't say that it's like a go-to thing. Anyways, there you go. Hey, Jekyll. And I'm not saying don't do fan art either. I want you guys to make sure that you're not just doing something and just kind of like willy-nilly putting it in your portfolio. Like you want to show that you can hit the mark, basically. You want to show that you can do a good version of that. Otherwise it'll hurt you. You know, go for what you want to do, like, and whatever that is that you want to do, put your all into it. Don't half-ass it, because there's a couple thousand other people every single year at minimum competing for the same thing that you are. Calculus change at all if you're doing something like asset modeling? Like, would it be a close replica of real existing gun, preferable to just a completely original sci-fi concept gun? Okay, honestly, it really depends. Like, if you're taking concept art that another artist has made and you're doing that, then there's no like official art to kind of go against, right? Like, it's the 2D art and then your 3D model, and that's what they're comparing. So I would actually recommend doing that, because then you're literally just showing like either you're hitting the mark or you're not. That's the on-off switch. But when it comes to fan art, it can be tricky, because there are official models, official artworks for the things that there's already a bar essentially set for you. Like, you have to hit this at least. And a lot of the time, most of the fan arts, they fall way short, way short of that bar. And then it ends up like really damaging your overall portfolio, because they're just like, but look at all of these examples you had, all of these references you could have gone off of, and you can't even hit that. You can't go above that. Why would I, you know, for this project, why would we want you when this other person you know, has all this other stuff, right? So it's that sort of thing. But when you talk about just somebody else's 2D concept art, like a sci-fi gun, and you're looking at that 2D art, if it's not an official, if it's not fan art and you're just going off of some other artists that you've got permission from, some other artist's concept art, then it's just that concept art and your work, right? But then when it comes to... Okay, so Smocky, you're talking about if you should do something realistic versus something that is some other artist just doing like a sci-fi gun concept art, right? And so in that sense, it would really depend on what you want to go and do, right? Because you have to, if you want to work in VFX, right? You want to work in movies, you know, maybe you want to work on something like Godzilla and, you know, the next Terminator and stuff like that, then you absolutely need to do hyper-real things. You have to show that you can do hyper-real things. It doesn't matter as much about like those sci-fi guns or anything like that. I would do replicas of real life objects if you want to get into VFX, but if you want to get into something like games, then it's better to work from existing, you know, game concepts and stuff like that. Not existing game concepts, I mean like other artists doing concept art that you can ask if you could make a 3D version of, and then try that, because then you're working off of something more in that realm. You should always be trying to tailor your portfolio to what kind of an industry you want to get in. We have an overall industry, yes, this is a 3D industry, but there are branches like, you know, VFX versus games, you know, and then within those, like, do you want to steer more towards like, I don't know, Blizzard style, or do you want to be more like Dark Souls? Like, you know, you kind of, you're gonna find who you are as an artist, but you also have to kind of focus more on what it is you want to do. Do I read books? Any latest... Oh my god. I haven't read a full book in a long time, unfortunately. Really bites. I need to get back to reading. I just haven't had, like, a lot of time. Oh, my shoulder is like dead. All right. Okay. I gotta do some work here. Let's see. Can we make a thumb out of a normal finger? That is the question. I feel like I can. See, that's the thing. Like, I wouldn't be able to focus. Like, I think I've honestly, like, I've tried audiobooks, and I'm really bad at doing anything while I'm listening to talking. Like, I either am doing the thing or I'm listening to the talking. I can't do both. I can't do art and listen to, like, a podcast or a talk show and actually hear it. That's why I like listening to music above all else. I just can't I can't hear voices while I work. Like, it ends up being background and I don't even know what it is that I listen to. That's broken. Okay, I'll put that back on. Wait, what is this? I'm gonna delete that. It's just that finger. Roomies, yeah. I don't hear voices. No, I don't. I'm not the crazy one. Oh God. Just jibber jabber. Yeah, I guess like if you enjoy like a background, if you enjoy like background just talking, then it works really great. Hey Ken on Facebook, sorry if I saw that too late. Yeah, I'm not doing any humans today. But that was my warm up from this morning that you saw on Twitter or Facebook. No, these streams are quite literally always like creature stuff. Why the hand like that? You just wondered? Because it's gross and creature like. That's why. Literally no other reason past that. I think I'm gonna make this like this. Alright, I am going to I'm going to merge. Where's the fingers and the hands? Alright, here we go. Ooh. Boop, 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 boop. Hey Scott. Thank you, I appreciate it. His back legs are so tiny, I know. He's a tiny guy. Doesn't do lifts. He doesn't lift at the gym with his legs. I mean, doesn't do leg day. There we go. Let's see. Yeah, very much skipping on leg day. Very much so. Alright, I'm gonna save really quick, and then I'm gonna Dynamesh Reno. I'm working so slow all of a sudden. Alright, time to speed up though. I'm gonna speed up. right. Something about like the front I don't like. I think. Eh. There we go. Feels better. Gotta go fast! I know. Yeah, I do use Remesh by Union. I do, specifically for fingers. I think this guy would benefit from moving backwards just a wee bit. Wait, actually, I should probably... Sorry for my slamming door. It's the wind. The door is angry. I don't know if you can hear that. It's just kind of slamming a whole bunch. I'm just trying to get this a little bit more, because like I've been talking so much I haven't really like gotten this working like I want it to. Once I get it in a better spot, then start answering stuff again. Promise. Oh yeah, the human arms. Concentrating face, I know. While trying to maintain okay posture, I'm just like... How long have I been using ZBrush? I think like 5.5 years now. Close to 6, something like that. Scream, child, scream! Scream more! Scream! Be mad! Here's the word posture and immediately sits up like a non-Neanderthal. Oh my god, I am always like... I'm always worried about my posture. I hate how bad my posture has become lately. What is this song? I am a bearded white dwarf. Alright. The frig is this? Okay, no, I'm gonna just skip it. That's how you walk around. Your hands just kind of... Actually, I don't want to do that. Oh my god, I'm so hungry. Oh, wow. That was a hunger. You know, just like a random hunger pain. Ooh. Ooh, I want food. Do I have a list of non-default brushes that I use? I use mostly the default brushes. Honestly, the one that I was just using, you can get from the Lightbox menu. No, don't want that. Okay. From New York to your London studio? How did you get that? How did that happen? How'd you get pizza delivered all the way? What? How? Okay. Took a few hours, still warm when it arrived. What the heck? That's insane. That's actually insane. Someone sent pizza to me. No, I don't want any pizza. Oh my gosh. I just want a salad. I've been eating like crap for the last like little while. Like all I want is salads. That's all I want. Like you get to a point where you eat so much crap food that you start to crave vegetables. You ever been scared by somebody who's called me a million times and you don't listen because you were working and listening to music? Oh, dude, I get so in the zone. If somebody touches me, like one time, Eric came in the room and just tapped me on the shoulder, and I literally like almost flipped my desk. I like had like a panic, like because I get like so like. The urge of veggies won't come. Well, I guess I'm just a weirdo then. I really like my veggies. Cemetery is full of people that was. Oh my gosh! Stop that! You felt that, Jackal? Yeah, I know. Like I never crave lettuce. I crave things like spinach. I don't use lettuce in my salads anymore. It's always just spinach. Do I work with traditional sculpture techniques? I wish that I had the ability like this. I don't know. Like if I guess like I could like throw a table behind me and get into traditional sculpting again, but it's just been so long. Oh, sorry, Facebook. I'm gonna mute this tab. Mute. Mute. There we go. Spinach is good. I freaking love spinach. Oh, I love spinach. I know I'm not talking that much. I'm just trying to get this guy, like, looking decent, you know? Because we've only got, like, 50 minutes left. 50 minitos. And I wouldn't have any problem going overtime either, but I think I can't do that anymore. I have to end immediately. Because we've got Matt Thorup right after me. What does our sculpted friend like to eat on a daily basis? Our sculpted friend? This guy? He seems like a predator, so he probably eats other weird alien thingies. What's that banging? So weird. Bro, whoever just randomly fucking... Oh my gosh, stop. I swear, all of the noises that are happening right now. Like, directly above me. Just like, bang, 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 bang. Jexy? Thank you, Jexy. I appreciate it. Do I live in Montreal? Yes, I do. Make my own alphas or prefer to make the textures manually. Mix of both. I never rely solely on alphas, like, ever. If I have an alpha down, I usually, like, sculpt on top of that just to kind of help with the believability of the texture or the overall feeling. I'm not the alphas, please stop. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'll leave that for now. Move on to the other thing. Can grab this guy. Do higher res Dynamesh. Probably be better for, yeah, there we go. Okay, I'll save. Yip, 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 yip. Remember when VDM brushes came out? Yeah. I still use some. I still use them sometimes. It really just depends on what it is that I'm doing. Work. Stupid thumb is so messed up. There we go. No, I just completely botched it. Hold on. Let me try and do that again. Like, that can come out like that. And then this. Thumb. Yes, dumb thumb. I look serious. I'm being very serious right now. I'm trying to get this, like, because I did a lot of talking, and so I didn't get this very, far, unfortunately, during this stream. And so I'm just trying to, like, catch up. If that makes any sense. I think with this one, you can actually, like, yeah. Kind of ease up on some of these. Oh, I'm so hungry. Hey, Brendan, how you doing? How's it going? How are you? Okay. Alright. I can pause and, like, talk to chat, I think. Before I go too mental on this thing. Save. Save. I'm working, you know? Oh, I know. Oh, we're same. How have I been? Oh, you know, good and stuff. Oh. Alright, let's see here. Thank you, Salvador. I appreciate it. Hey, Alvarado, how are you? Oh man, I miss so much chat. I'm sorry, guys. Ooh, I suck. I suck. All right, I'll be more attentive to chat as I work now. I just, like, wanted to get this, like, a little bit more like, tangible. Where do I get the ideas from? These are, like, I just get them from what the shapes essentially are telling me to do. Like, I'm not really, like, looking at reference while I'm doing these streams. It's just sort of like a for funsy thing. So when I first started this stream, I just kind of, like, pushed and pulled the clay in any which way, and that kind of helped me dictate what the direction for this guy would end up being. And then I kind of just went from there. Alright. You should have a chat audiobook. I feel like that would be horrible. Then you guys would start spamming me with things that are, like, super annoying. Like, you just go at. That's a nasty gut and you love it. Yeah. Oh, gut boy. Do you want to take a minute break, grab a quick salad? We can forgive some. No, I'm gonna be done in, like, less than 40 minutes anyways, so I'm just gonna complain until we're done. Alright, let's see. Let's get this guy's. So this guy here, I think I'm gonna probably solo these out so I can work on this a little bit more. Give him some weird toe action. Because I don't want to like re-Dynamesh this. I'll probably just get in here with this stuff right here. There we go. Workable. That little creature butt. I know. I know. I didn't actually even give him a booty. I should probably just give him a crack. You know, believability, functionality, all that. But the real question is, how does your monster go to the bathroom? See, why doesn't anybody ask me that? They're all concerned about, oh, I don't think he can support himself on his legs like that. Yeah, why don't you ask me how he goes to the bathroom? Maybe I'm prioritizing other things, you know? Hashtag think out of the box. Just saying. Oh, finally a cool breeze. Oh my gosh. It's sweating my butt off. Poops like a rabbit but eats whole horses. Like literally. I just want to experiment with something. I don't think I'm actually going to do anything with this, but I kind of want to just try for the fun of it. Wait. Oh, the Facebook. Alright, the Facebook feed just kind of like took a dump. Guess the Facebook isn't running anymore. Am I still live everywhere else? I just want to. Yeah, I am. Okay. Facebook's just stupid. Rip. So many arms. I don't think I'm actually gonna do this. I just want to see. I just want to see. What's he gonna look like? You know, sometimes it's just fun to see. How's he gonna look with more arms? More. No. Too much. Too much. But that's not bad. This is a really weird Avicii ripoff. God, is anybody else an Avicii fan? Because, like, honestly, I watched or not watched, but I listened to his whole, like, recent album after his death. Bro, like, his album Tim, like, had me crying, honestly. Like, it's so messed up. Like, if you listen to the lyrics and stuff and you know how everything ended for him, like, it's just, like, not... I miss Avicii, and I didn't even know him. So brutal, man. Yeah, they're not wings, no. Yeah, this is just like an Avicii sound alike or whatever. It's like they took like the same riffs that he was using, the same like sample. It's weird. Yeah, thanks, Obi-Wan. Such a strange name. Obi-Wan can bloat me? What? Weird. What is that name? So funny. Each day sculpting? Today I've spent since I was up at like 9, so I probably started sculpting at like 11 or maybe 10:30. So that's almost 12 hours today. On average though, I don't know, it ranges from anywhere from 0 to 18 hours. I don't know. Really just depends on what I'm working on. I mean, I can safely say it's a lot. I sculpt a lot. I work a lot. Yeah, this guy needs to be pulled out more, I think. I think that would be good. Forward, maybe? It's probably good like that. Beast booty. Beast booty. Spent much time sculpting as I did on Netflix or Destiny like one TIG. It is no. I mean, yeah, like you're gonna get better, but you'll probably get way better than I am if you spent all that time. If I spent even more time than I do now, like and just didn't enjoy my life and just kind of like said screw it, I'm gonna, you know, not play games anymore and I'm just gonna work on stuff, then I'd probably be a god. But here we are, you know, you're human, you're gonna do other things. As long as you're working on something almost every day, I feel like that's good and you shouldn't beat yourself up. Well, the thing is, like, too much of anything becomes a chore to do. Like, even if, like, I love sculpting, but if I'm doing it like 24/7, I get sick of it. You know, like, you gotta experience everything in moderation, even if it's like your passion to sculpt. You really gotta get outside. You have to get outside. You have to. I don't care who you are and how much of a, like, recluse that you pride yourself to be. It's been scientifically proven that every human being benefits from getting into nature. So you can't be doing the same thing all the time. Like, get out, just get outside, look at a tree for a couple of minutes. Like, I don't care. Just go outside, look at a tree, and then go back in. Do something. No problem, Alvarado. No problem. Yes, there are people out there, but just put headphones in and then you don't have to deal with them. I have a really hard time with crowds, and I live in the city, so I'm always having a struggle. Like, I have a really, like, I am so socially anxious when I'm around a lot of people. Like I can't focus on what anyone's saying. I just kind of, like, I'm like, I gotta, like, get out of here. But if you have headphones in, it helps. And then you don't have to, and then you can just, like, zone out. And then make your way over to a tree so you can look at it for a little bit. And then go back home. No, I'm serious though. Like, you gotta go and get yourself some nature. You don't have any nature, you're gonna be sad. If you say you have depression, you say you're sad, try going and looking at a tree every day. I know that's, like, kind of a joke, but, like, a nature walk, like, apparently it's been scientifically proven, lots of studies, that at least, like, 15-minute nature walk every day really, really will help your mood, it'll help your creativity, it'll help your stress levels. So go stare at a tree for a little bit. Like, everybody wants, like, I find, like, on the internet, everybody wants to, like, pride themselves, like, they pride themselves in, like, how little they go outside, you know? It's, like, made into a joke. And then, because everybody's joking about it, it's almost like it's like, an acceptable thing. But, and, like, I'm not, I don't know, I stay inside a lot. Like, I am very reclusive, but I'm not proud to say that I am. I want to get out more. I wish that I could get out more because I know it's good for me. I know that's, like, life is out there waiting for us to experience it. So, but it's just like, yeah, like, it's kind of an echo chamber online of just like, haha, look, we're recluses because we're 3D artists. Haha, it's so great that we don't, like, you know, get any sunlight. Vitamin D deficiency. Huzzah! You know, like, it's not it's not good. Yeah, it might up your midichlorian levels. And then you can join the Jedi Academy if you go and stare at a tree. It's been scientifically proven. Yeah, I take Monty on at least one walk every day. It's been a little bit tricky as of this week because of how hot it's getting. And he's scared of people in the dark, but we're working with it. I also go for runs outside. What do I prefer for texturing? I use Substance Painter, personally, with Photoshop. Oh my god. You can feel a scurvy coming on. Get yourself some vitamin C. Eat them oranges. In winter, if you go outside, you die, basically. Yeah, in January, specifically. January and February in Montreal are just like... Oh. Couldn't you do 3D art outside, though? Sure, if you've got, like, a companion or something like that. I hate that. If I go outside, that's it. I'm outside. I'm not doing work outside. Like, that's not happening. Alright, let's see. What else do I want to do here? Maybe these guys. Actually, let me sort this out. Let me just like... Let's see if I can get this. Roll distance. No. No, what was it? Yeah. There we go. Do I want that, though? That's the question. I don't think so. Maybe just that? That's fine. That gives you goosebumps. Alright, see you, Art. Have a great night or morning, whichever. Thanks for hanging out. Yeah, I'm gonna go have a salad in probably 10 minutes from now. What company do I work at? I'm working with a LA studio right now. It's like, yeah, but stuff, I mean, one of my contracts is for an LA studio. I've been working with another person in another studio in Toronto. Actually, another 2 studios in Toronto, on and off. But with freelance work, it's just kind of like, yeah, you're gonna keep getting work as they need it. All right. Let's do a little bit of this guy. Since we have 10 minutes to spare. Has a booger hanging out. Yeah, right? Nasty booger. Oh. Oh. Baby. What kind of imagination do I have? Apparently a really weird one. Well, that's okay. I like weird, so it works out. Model creatures for Berserk. I've heard that a few times. I haven't actually read Berserk, though. Or seen the anime. Sounds cool, though, whatever. Alright, I think that'll be good. I'm gonna save this guy. This is what we ended up doing. Let me just like throw them on the screen here. There's that. Actually, let's do like this. And then like this. And then one like this. There we go. There he is. That's what we ended up doing today. Feels good, man. Am I specialized in creating monsters? It is one of my very limited amount of talents. Oh, man. I enjoy making creatures. That's one of the things that I really, really love doing. But I do a bunch of other stuff. So I'll throw up my socials onto the screen because I haven't done that at all yet. But here we go. Here it is. I will copy pasta into chat to make it easier for you guys. Here you go. My name is awesome. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, so thank you guys for hanging out. I'm gonna be live here with Anna and Steven Anderson doing a pasta sculpt, like all of us are going to be streaming at the same time past the sculpt next Tuesday, but I won't be streaming like doing this next week. It'll be just the past the sculpt thing with those two, just having fun, being silly. So feel free to join us with that. The last one was a lot of fun. It was very spazzy. This time I have my audio fixed. Thank goodness. I played the last one back and I was like, ooh, somebody's got too many filters going on there. Oh man, but yeah, feel free to follow any of those things. Definitely follow Pixelogic. Matt Thorpe is going to be on right after me. He is an incredible character artist and he does stylized stuff a lot of the time, so definitely check out his stream. He likes talking about conspiracies, so if you're a conspiracy buff, then he's the guy for you. And you can follow me on my Twitch, but I haven't been streaming there recently, but I should be coming back in the future. I just don't know exactly when. Sorry, but I do stream here on the Pixelogic channel most Wednesdays, but I'm not going to be live next Wednesday, since next Tuesday I'm going to be doing a stream with Steven Anderson and Anna Carolina. All right, cool, awesome. Yeah, and Brendan in the chat too. I didn't shout him out because I'm just like brain dead, but he's also a artist here on the Pixelogic channel who streams, so check him out as well. And I hope you guys all have a wonderful evening. And I'm gonna go eat some food. May or may not be a salad. Who knows? I'm gonna raid that fridge of mine though, so